Hello everybody, this is Shamir Griffin here with you. Just got finished, we're on our little lunch break here at 10X Growth Conference. Learned a lot today, I'm motivated. Just being around so many people that are like-minded and ready to change their lives and everything, their environment, anything that's around them in particular, I should say. And I'm at a point in my life that I'm ready to step to the next level, make that direction of goals that I've been every day chiseling to, because we all got the same 24 hours, right, in a sense, and it's all dependent on what you do with those 24 hours. So right now, I'm out here in Miami, beautiful out here. It's like something in the 70s degrees. I'm from Philadelphia. It was like 8 degrees when I left, freezing cold, but nothing stopped me. You know, I went to work, I got finished with work, hopped on the plane, made it down here probably around, I got done to work at like 4 or so, 4:30, got on the plane at around about 8, but I had to be at the airport 2 hours early. So then we got there probably like 6 o'clock or so, like 5:45 or something like that. Then hopped on the plane, we had a little delay, it took us about 2 hours. We probably landed here at 11:45 or something like that with my family. Got off the plane, went, got something to eat. After we had something to eat, it was probably 1 or something in the morning. Not a lot of things are open in Miami at nighttime, especially depending on what places of the area you're at. They don't really got a lot of 24-hour things down here. So, I mean, we got 24/7, you know, Rite Aid, CVS. We went to the IHOP, just grab whatever we can get, run at a 7-Eleven. You know, something that we saw down here. And my point of that story is coming that we all had the same 24 hours. And in my 24 hours, I probably slept an hour or two that last day, the day coming into that day, and coming off the plane, getting here, I was up from probably, let's say, 7 in the morning because I had to be to work at around about 9. I had to be there at 9, so I get there early, try to get there 15, 20 minutes early. And then from that point until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, about to eat, I didn't go to sleep until 3 or 4, I didn't go to sleep until like 5 in the morning. And I had to be to the conference at 6. So I'm telling you, I probably had a little bit over an hour of sleep in that 24 hours of span because I was driven to say, I'm going to make it here. I got to do this. I got to do X, Y, Z, whatever I got to do with whatever amount of time I have, I'm going to be up to do it. And, you know, you still need your personal time. You still need 2 hours of 3 hours just to relax and unwind, taking that information. You got 6, 8 hours or whatever you're kind of doing in a day of work. And then you got the rest of the hours to figure shit out. Right? Pardon me, pardon my French. At the end of the day, that's the general message. And I had probably 50 minutes to about an hour and 10 minutes of sleep. I went to the conference the next day at 6 o'clock. I was there till 6 to 8 at nighttime. 14 hours I was driven. I spent about an hour. I had my Monster. You know, I didn't get a chance to really eat because I'm trying to digest and take in the information that I'm learning down here. I mean, everyone has their own different approach on what they want to do and what they want to achieve in life. But my approach is to be an entrepreneur, to be a business owner, have the business work for me. In that sense, I want to be a motivational teacher instead of a motivational speaker. Something I learned today, because you can motivate somebody and then they feel good the next day. What do they do, right? When you're a motivational teacher, you can teach someone to feel good about themselves and then go from there to take the lessons or practices that you've given them to go and change their lives. So I want to be a motivational teacher. Let's change that. And I'm woke to any form of information. There's a bunch of programs out there that you can research. I try to read it as much as I can. I remember there was a time in my life that I, wasn't interested in reading. I mean, I'll give you a little rundown intro into a little bit about myself and things that I've faced and overcome, because that's something that builds credibility in people and trying to say that you're a success story or you should be a motivational teacher. So I'm going to go about some things that don't define me, I'm not ashamed of, and I've overcome. And I've gotten past that. Me, at 2 years old, I was in an environment, in an area, witnessing, probably 2.5, witnessing me and my family that was there at the time, witnessing my father being killed in front of us. That's something that's devastating to someone, in a sense, right? I think that's the worst as you can get it. Grew up without a father, had my mother, superwoman to me, people that are around my life, my grandfather that was there to be a father figure, and so on, and that things that I was going through. Growing up into that situation, going through life with difficulties to experience, because first of all, when you don't have two parents, you're starting off with nothing. I mean, you got one parent, you need two people in your life that are your role model from a sense. Then you can have mentors, you can go from there, but you need two people. If you don't have a father figure, or if you don't have a physical father in your life, find a father figure. And if you don't have that, you can find it in your mother. So my mother was both. She did both. She taught me a lot of things. Growing up, I was a victim and went through being molested. That doesn't define me. It doesn't break me as a person. Matter of fact, it builds more characteristics in me to overcome more. Nothing's going to break me down as a person. I'm in whole, sound, and mind shape. Me at 19 losing my hair did not define me. Matter of fact, I think it makes me look a little bit better. I think I look pretty sexy, right? So confidence in all areas that you have. So going off of that, witnessing my father being killed, going through the system, and not through the system itself, but going through a system, a period of seeing my mother fight to change what was done. Well, not physically change, but to make a correction to the error that they allowed to happen. We didn't win, but we won more in other areas in our life. So seeing her go through the news, or me being in elementary school. Matter of fact, another point in this situation is showing that I went through the school system, and she had to fight a lot to get me the education that was supposed to be provided to me and every other person that's out there. But as a matter of fact, they don't care. I didn't find out until I was 16 that I was dyslexic. Going through school, I didn't really know how to read. I didn't have confidence in that area. I was shy as a person. First of all, I don't have a father, right? I'm going through all these disabilities. Matter of fact, another thing, difficulties and handicaps. I was in a crisis unit center before going to elementary. So I had a year lack of information going into first grade and second grade and so forth. So in second grade, terrible. So many things that happened to me with my teachers and stuff, people that you would think that you should confide in and they're going to be there for you and teach you the information that you need. No, not at all. It's not even how it happened. So I'm going to go from that situation, going through that, finding out that I was 16, that I'm dyslexic. So I had to remember a lot of the information that I was learning. I couldn't learn and process hook on phonics or anything like that. I had to develop my own system of figuring out, how do I pronounce this word? I would repeat it 5 times. I learned a step today, the 5 rule, that you want to go at everything once a day 5 times. And eventually at some course in your life, let's say a year, that thing that you were accomplishing, that you were trying to do and working towards, you completed. So I had to figure out, take a word, let's say a simple word, pardon me, because my pronunciations, you got to work on that. I have a little speech impediment there, but I don't let it stop me. I don't allow it to affect me. I take my time. Patience is virtue. I tell you, the key. I've been very patient. I've been working towards every little thing that I've been trying to accomplish by saying, let's travel. Right now, that's just a parking lot over there. I'm in Miami, beautiful weather. You know, I got the taco meat out. So it's beautiful out here, and that's a sense of something that I've accomplished by working towards that and taking a risk and investing in myself. You will never go wrong investing in yourself. So let's get back to this. Taking a simple word as run, R-U-N. I had to take that word, break it down for the 3 pieces of the word itself. Take the vowels itself, things like that I needed to learn, and take the word, repeat it, write it down 3 times, 5 times until I got it. When I was in elementary, teaching myself how to read in second grade, I remember I sat next to the back of basically inside the school that we were in. I went to Gompers Elementary. When we came into class for second and third grade, I was sitting in the back where the coats were in the exit, and next to me was a bookshelf, a spiral one, that you would pick out a book and we would read it at. I feared reading because I didn't know how to. I feared talking in front of people and reading in front of people because I feared the rejection. I feared the critiques that people had. There's simply a lot of hate out there and a lot of dislike towards people. Matter of fact, all my haters that I've gained over the time have motivated me even more. for that. So in a sense, getting up and read and not knowing how to, and then people laughing, that's not fun. That's never a fun experience, and I'm not going to wish that on anybody or anybody out there. But I made it through it. Going through this, dealing with life and being depressed in some sorts of area, even taking a sense that I went through stuff when I was 14, 16, 18, even just a couple years ago, in a situation struggling with depression, anxiety, having suicidal thoughts. There's people out there that are going through this. I went through it. I've been there, but I've overcome it, and that's why I'm speaking about it. And I'm trying to give you an extension of myself that you feel free at any time to reach out to me, contact me. I want like-minded people that are in a situation that want to change their lives, people that are looking to, change, go to the next chapter. Like one of the things I just learned today, 10x everything that you're doing. I mean, if you're going out and you're reading once a day or once a week, read 10 times a day. Read 10 times a week. 10x everything that you're doing. If you're working out, work out small increments of things and do it 10 times. Do different reps. I've done everything about working out and learning everything about proteins and things that for your body. I've gone up and down, lost weight, gained 30 pounds, lose 30 pounds in under 2 months. I just posted a photo just on there with my dream board and having a Mercedes, and also having my whole family, that my media family have Mercedes, and how we've accomplished those dream boards. I remember I was just a couple years ago, I was working at Pep Boys, I was working at Keystone Quality Transport, and I was riding a bike to get to work. Before that, I was riding a bike for 3 years and taking public transportation to get to work. I was doing 20 miles a day. Plus, I was a chef and a line cook, and I was working 3 to 4 jobs. I was working 7 days a week, 90 hours a week. I was sleeping at work. I was taking a bike and riding 20 miles to get all around the city to go to work. I manifest that motherfucking car. So all you gotta do is manifest the things that you want. You need to make a dream board. And step by step, every day, 5 times, focus on this. How can I do this? I need to read this. I need to learn this. I need to get in front of these people. I need to network with these people. So in a sense, going back from that, being dyslexic, learning and teaching myself how to read with the people around me, my family, my friends, getting tutoring through high school. I was homeschooled for a couple years, 3 years, had to be taken out because the school system is jacked up. Public school systems in Philadelphia are really jacked up, and they need help. And I went through it, and I shouldn't have, and there's a lot of other people that are probably going to see this video or have some insight on it. Comment, say hello, write me. Look, I'm going to tag and put all my information in the bottom of this video, wherever I put it at. It's basically going to have my name, my email, my phone number. Feel free to text me, email me, follow me on Instagram, direct message me, follow me on add me on Facebook, message me on me. I want people that are in their lives and ready to change their life, that have experienced things, that are looking to change that and move to the next level. I want to put those people around me. I want to surround those people around me. Greater minds think better when they're together and they're interacting, chemistry, vibrations, and creating like crazy things. I want y'all in my life. All those people out here that can relate to this video, that have went through any of those things I've spoken about, who don't have a father, that went through suicidal tendencies or things that they've experienced, I should say, that have got them in a place of depression, people that struggle with anxiety, people that haven't had a father, I'll say that again, people that have been a victim of molestation or rape. I want you to comment. I want you to reach out to me, say hello. I want you to be a part of my life and my journey on where I go, because it does not, anything that has happened to me does not define me. I change that. I don't let anyone walk over me. I don't let anyone say whatever they might want to say. If they do, it didn't affect me, because I'm not going to let that approach me in a way that changes my mood. Everyone knows me. I'm very transparent. I'm very personable. I'm very positive. You never see me in a bad mood, because I handle that inside, in, and out. I focus on things that I need to work on, and I see that I lack in. I've been shy. I've been there. You want to go approach someone and talk to someone and meet someone, a girl? I've been there. You need to focus on these things and see that in your life. And every day, in my 24 hours, I'm taking that about and saying, I'm going to change this. I'm going to work on this. I need a little bit of help here. I work in sales, and I work at Volkswagen, Piazza Volkswagen of Ardmore. I'm out there, and every day I'm selling myself. I don't have a business plan for the next steps of what I want to do, but I am my business plan. I'm not out here in the sense that I have a product or anything that I'm selling directly. I work at Volkswagen, I'm selling the car itself. But really, in the end of the day, I'm selling myself. And anybody that has purchased a car from me, experienced that, or people that have known me in my life, they know I'm very personable. They know I'm transparent. I'm not about games or anything. Never really about arguments or confrontation or anything like that. You know me. And if I'm doing anything else than what I portray, write me. Tell me. Call me out on it. If I misspell a word, if I mispronounce a word, tell me. All my haters, tell me. I want to be better. I want to improve. But like I said, I've had to teach myself to read. I have went through difficulties in life. I've went to bad relationships, things with family and relatives. But I've overcome every obstacle that has hit me dead in the face. And I don't let it affect me. I move on. You want to soar. You want to soar. You want to soar. Thank you for listening. Anybody that relates, feel free. Hit me up.